Our story begins on a night under the bright moonlight where we see a group of soldiers attacking someone, calling him a demon who must be brought down. There's a person approaching them with white hair and a strange appearance, getting close to one of the soldiers who was shouting at the others to attack. He uses a strange technique on him, completely finishing him off. His techniques were terrifying demonic abilities, burning the soldiers one after another with dark purple flames. But after this strike, he's the one who falls to the ground from exhaustion, struggling badly, trying to support himself with a weapon in his hands. Suddenly, someone approaches him. Looking from afar, he sees it's a girl coming toward him. She speaks to him. Why? Why did you make this decision? Why did you make a pact with the devil? Why did you betray us, Nox von Rienhaver? Nox looks at her, then gazes at the sky and says, Betrayal? Is that really what you think happened from your perspective? Even so, I never betrayed you. Rather, you were the ones who betrayed me. She tells him, stop acting like the poor victim. Just tell me, why did you do something like this? Since when were you this broken? The white-haired young man begins to tell us the story, saying the beginning was like a crushing fall. He was sitting playing a game on his device when a notification appeared saying he had passed the first part of Inner Madness. That was apparently the game's name. It showed that the total number of completions for this stage was 27 times. Our protagonist says, well, that's not bad honestly. I got a bunch of items this time too. We see that his condition was literally that of a shut-in gamer, smoke and stuff everywhere, locked in his room, not meeting anyone. We see a system menu in the game telling him he passed the White Moon, defeated the human demon Nox von Rienhaver, and many other missions, managing to complete hidden quests. He says, honestly, I'm satisfied with my performance, except for one fact. We see him looking at his calendar, specifically at day 6, where he's supposed to go to the hospital. The truth is he's going to die next month. We learn that 2 years ago, the doctor told him, Patient Jochen, I don't want you to worry at all. Listen to me carefully. He gave him the shocking news he wanted to hear gently. Our protagonist was completely shocked. Of course, he couldn't believe it. Left and right, he tried to hear something different, but unfortunately, no matter how much he asked, there was no use. The only solution was for them to prescribe some medications to relieve the pain, to be taken only when he feels severe pain because they have side effects. Our protagonist stands there shocked and unable to process it. He says, 2 years have already passed. My time is very close now. He looks at his room, which is literally a garbage dump. The guy doesn't leave his place, literally hopeless. He says to himself, I'm really. He starts vomiting blood. I'm going to die soon. Well, I believe the final result won't change just because I thought about it. He looks at his phone and finds that XX University Hospital, the hospital that sent him his report, has confirmed his examination appointment. He opens his phone and finds the hospital has sent him more than one message confirming the examination appointment. He's very upset that he doesn't have any person on this phone to talk to at all, that he's literally going to die alone, that no one has called him since he lost his memory, and there's no one he can contact either. He can't go out now in his current state. He doesn't know what to do. He starts crumpling the paper in his hand and throws it away, literally very desperate. He looks once at his device where the game is still running, and a notification appears asking, will you play again? Our protagonist says at that moment, I believe this is all I can really do. I'll just give up and wait for my end peacefully. He presses, yes. The game asks him to register user information, the player's name and such. He names the player Carl and says, what kind of character should I create this time? He starts thinking left and right, let's see. Genius mage, genius duelist, and combat. But suddenly a notification comes saying, if you choose 2 or more genius traits, there will be dire consequences. Choose only one or at least don't choose anything from the genius traits to avoid penalties. The neutral trait literally has nothing, and the negative trait is terminal illness. Our protagonist isn't interested and says, I have a terminal illness, and my character in the game too? This is really funny. A notification appears from the game saying, will you start with the selected character with its side effects and all? He says, come on, why not? It's broken anyway. But the shock is that after he just presses, OK, something unexpected happens. He starts losing consciousness. Something is pulling him. The world around him begins to change color. His balance is disrupted. A notification appears on the screen, character created successfully. Our protagonist says to himself, I thought death was something one could get used to, but I wanted to die in the way I prefer at least. A notification from the system appears saying the character name has been forcibly changed. He had chosen the character to be Carl, but the system changed it again. System notifications start appearing. Synchronization 4%, 6%, 19%. The place around our protagonist starts changing completely. Suddenly, the synchronization stops at 71%. Character settings completed. We look and find a young man with white hair lying in his bed in a very luxurious palace. Our protagonist wakes up shocked. He says, "What's happening? What is this place? Wait, when I felt panic? Am I?" He looks in the mirror and says, "I became the worst character. I became Nox in this damn game. I don't know why these messages suddenly appeared." Yes, this seems to be the beginning, which was like a crushing fall. Nox von Rienhaver. We learn that the Dark Third Madness family is closely linked to the worst criminal organization in the world. The youngest of the 5 Rienhaver siblings. The Rienhaver family gave birth to talented children who excelled in magic and dueling throughout the ages, but Nox was the family's untalented child. Nox was very isolated from the world due to his lack of talent, and it ended with him making a pact with the devil. This was, of course, forbidden, making him the worst minor villain in the Inner Madness story. He's shocked, feeling his face. Did I become Nox? What's happening exactly? Am I in a dream? But suddenly a notification appears behind him showing basic character information. Name, Nox von Rienhaver. Gender, male. Age, 14 years. Type, human. Main element, darkness. Achievements, no achievements. Positives, German sword, hero's revelation. Ability 1 negative, terminal illness. Our protagonist is shocked. What? This is a status window too. He's both happy and unhappy at the same time, crying and happy, you know? We see his stats. Stamina, 2 magic, 9 luck, 7 will, 10 magic power, 25. He says, "What? Wait, what's wrong with my stats? Only 2 in stamina? I'm completely doomed. And my negative trait is... Wait, is this the character I chose before? I had a terminal illness in real life too. How can I still be terminally ill here? This isn't fair. I don't know why I did something like this. But thinking about it, I think I understand now. I wanted to create a character very similar to me in the real world, a character with a terminal illness, exactly like a character that was going to die and doesn't have anyone to rely on. Certainly, I didn't know it could be something like this, that I could be this character." A notification from the system appears. There is 1 unread mail in the mailbox. Do you want to look at it? Nox is shocked. Unread mail? He opens it. It says, "Hello Jochen. I don't think I can call you Nox now." He's shocked here. Wait, how do you know my name? It's the system talking to him. Our protagonist tells us the story, saying Jochen is the name his father and mother gave him, whose whereabouts he still doesn't know to this day. The entity that brought him here knows something about his past that he doesn't even remember. The notification appears again. "You won't remember me, but I have to say, I haven't seen you in a while." Nox or Jochen is completely shocked. What? The system continues. "You've deteriorated well in the past 2 years. You deserve to be here. Welcome back." Nox is shocked, thinking to himself, "Welcome back? What's happening?" It appears that our protagonist, when he lost his memory, was probably in this world before. That's the character's analysis. This isn't the first time he's transferred to this world, apparently. So, dear viewers, what will happen next in this legendary story? A new story we started with you here on the channel, and God willing, we'll complete it to the end. We want your encouragement and want this video to reach the largest possible number of likes. Write to us in the comments if you like the story or not. If you like the story, write yes to us, and if not, write to us no.